I'm a professional engineer. As a businessman, I built several companies in the healthcare sector, and along with that, I've created thousands of good-paying, high-technology jobs. I know how to build strong teams. I know how to find good people and work with them to achieve results. I've also been elected as a member of parliament from 2015 to 2019. So I have an understanding of how government works. Now, this combination of my private sector and my public sector experience puts me in a unique position to be able to build systems, work with the government, and make it work for all Canadians. Now, I recognize that we're living in challenging times, but having said that, I'm very optimistic about our future. Yes, I believe in Canadians and I believe in Canada, and with my plan, I'm certain we'll reach our full potential. I'm going to focus on 3 priorities. Number 1, I want to build a strong and resilient economy that we all benefit from. Number 2, I want to improve our healthcare system so that it becomes the best healthcare system in the world. And it's not going to cost more money, it's going to save money. And 3, I want to modernize the federal government such that it becomes much more efficacious, better at delivering services to our Canadian citizens. Together, we will build a proud and prosperous Canada for all Canadians.
Meeting the moment. That's why we're here tonight. Growing up in a middle-class family in Burlington, Ontario, and now having 2 kids of my own, I get what Canadians are going through. Worrying about how to pay your mortgage, keep gas in the tank, or whether you'll be able to retire. I know it hasn't been easy, as we face serious challenges to our economy and to our sovereignty. But these challenges also present us with incredible opportunities to unite our country, defend our economy, and protect our values from the threats we are facing from south of the border and our own little version of Trump here at home. I got into politics to do good things for Canadians. And with a decade of experience, I know how to get that done. I am so proud to be Canadian, especially right now, as Canadians across this country meet the moment. And tonight, each of us on this stage need to meet the moment. Tonight, I am going to raise the tough questions we need to confront as Liberals, have an honest conversation about where we stand on the big issues we face as Canadians, and present a clear plan for the future of this country. If we do not do that, we will lose the next election. Our opponents may wish that Canada is broken, but we know as Liberals, this is a great country. Now is the time for hope. I am the leader we need, and together we can build the Canada we want, and I'm asking you to join me.
Ms. Gould, thank you kindly. Ms. Freeland, you're up next.
A few weeks ago in Saskatoon, I met a 4-year-old girl named Ari. She asked me, "Can you stop Trump from invading Canada?" Ari is a smart girl, and she's asking the right question. I'm running to be leader of the Liberal Party and the next Prime Minister of Canada because Trump is posing the gravest challenge our country has faced since the Second World War. He's threatening us with economic warfare. That's not new. Last time, he threatened to rip up NAFTA, and he imposed tariffs on our steel and aluminum. I fought back, and I won. This time, Trump's threats are even worse. He wants to make us the 51st state. Trump is unleashed and empowered. As your Prime Minister, I will be too. I have the experience, the plan, and the guts to stand up to Trump, to tell him that Canada is not for sale, and if he hits us, we'll hit him back. We need a leader who understands the seriousness of the challenge and is ready to meet it. A leader who can say to Ari and to everyone across our great country, I will fight for you. I will fight for Canada. And together, we will win.
Ms. Freeland, thank you kindly. And we move now to Mark Carney.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Carney. I was born in the Northwest Territories, and I grew up in Edmonton. During my career, I've had the honor of serving our country, including as Governor of the Bank of Canada during the financial crisis of 2008. Right now, as my colleagues have said, Canada faces one of the most serious crises in our history. To get through it, we will need to build a strong economy, and that requires big changes. Canadians have been telling me that they want change. They want positive change that builds this country. I can bring that change. I know how to manage crises. I know how to build strong economies. Yes, there are a lot of uncertainties, but during a crisis, it's important to distinguish what you can't control and what we can control. We can't change Donald Trump, but we can control our economic destiny. We are masters in our own home. I have a plan that puts more money back in your pockets, a plan that makes our companies more competitive, a plan that builds a strong economy that works for you. Canadians are ready to stand up for their country. I'm ready to stand with them and bring the right change for Canada. Thank you.
Mr. Carney, thank you.
I think Frank won that debate talking about the engineer part. He did sell $1 billion company that Canada gave him finances for that, for the ventilators, which is sad. I think he won. Karina Gold, there's someone that laughs in there. It's not me. So it's someone in the CPAC that's listening to what do you call it? We have a little Trump in Canada. I got to make a separate video on that. It's sort of weird why they would say that. I don't know who laughed, but it is funny. But she just gives the sob story that she's a mother of two and that she's a minister of family, although there was that aspirin shortage that she was not on top of. Freeland, talking about the 4-year-old kid is weird because she was the VP of Canada and Finance. For her to bring up that that's the only reason that she should have said she wants to redeem herself. She knows what she was doing is wrong with Trudeau, that he forced her to do it, and he's a dictator and an authoritarian, and she wants to do the right thing and set it straight because she has great ideas, but Trudeau kept shutting her down. And with Carney, he's just a citizen. Like for him to brag about the financial crisis in 2008, that he was the spearheading that or guiding Canada through the murky waters, he should say it's the conservatives were in power. Harper, the one that everyone badmouths, he was in power. He was an employee. He was part of a team, but it was the conservatives because when Trudeau had navigated through the waters, he hired Mark Carney, and everything went to crap for 5 years anyway. So that's what he should say. So I think Frank won that debate, and I think these questions, I'll break them down into these little subsections because it is still a lot to go through and give my commentary. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's look at the next video. And I'm going to make a separate one of that funny part with Gold.